All right, say now, Nine Spiral. Back again. YouTube, fair use, fair use. This is criticism, news reporting, teaching, parody, educational purposes. You got a content always here. And you can contact these folks. I don't have no number for you right now, but you have a warning sign here, and this says section 107. Let's go. Ah, yeah, Nine Spiral. Nine Spiral back in the building. We're back, y'all. We're back. And look here, man. They can't hold me down, man. I gave up. I said, the hell with it. At this point, I don't give a damn who take the jab. Just don't come nowhere near me, right? Alright, so we popping off, right? Let's cook. I told you, y'all, let's cook. When I get back, we finna cook. We cooking up Galveston, Texas. Now my op, Joseph the Real, is in Texas. And you know, so we gonna dig on Galveston for all my Texans out there, right? Because they say they Texans, right? They own man down there. They got a whole, they had a whole republic and shit down there. All these wars and shit. They lying about wars and Spanish war and this war and that war. Bullshit. Cause my partner Nick Penn, I say Nick say the United States has been at war 93% of his time. Matter of fact, let's dig on Nick, man. Let's get some of Nick right quick. Oh yeah, now Nine Spiral. I see I got a fellow Georgia boy in the house. What y'all know about them Georgia? What you really know about the dirty side? Huh? Shout out to all my Tennessee folk, my Bama folk, Florida, Mississippi, the Carolinas, Missouri and them. There it is. America has been at war 93% of the time. 222 out of 239. Since what? 1776. You got this old hijack ass nigga right here. Look at him. Just look at him. Put the camera on his ass. Look at him. But that nigga like a whole clone agent. But they got whole clone agents out here. That means you're a clone and an agent. Pop on, Nick.
Here, but if y'all want to get to this website, all you gotta do is Google Google that what you see right now.
Okay.
America has been at war 93% of the time.
All right.
Just Google that, and then it'll bring you right to this website. I promise you.
All right.
But the thing about it is, man, is basically it is what it is. You can see what they say that they've been at war for 222 years out of 239 years since 1776.
Talk to him.
You know, and this was all the way up until 2011.
Okay.
And we still been at war, even though they say they tried to end that war. We still been at war. Okay. I'm not gonna read all of this, but if y'all want to, y'all can pause it or y'all can go to the web.
Okay. Nick say they been at war. Right? They looking for weapons of mass destruction when they the damn weapon of mass destruction. Let go.
Site on your own, and you can read this information right here. I'm gonna try to I'm gonna put a description of it. I'm gonna leave a link to this website in the description down below.
All right.
So whenever y'all ready, y'all could just go check it out. But basically, man, as you can see, this is this is basically like a pie chart, just showing you the time that we was at war and the time that we was at peace, and look like Pac-Man to me, you know, because that's basically what they did to us. Just took everything that they can.
Shit, Pac-Man our ass on out of here.
You know, 214 years they've been at war. 21, peace.
They were chasing your ass from the east. They were trying to get west, but they couldn't goddamn push westward because they met the resistance of your goddamn ancestors. We're fighting these niggas. Now we about to dig on it. We finna dig on these wars. Let's go.
Okay, year by year timeline of America's major wars. Okay. Now, right off the rip, man, y'all gonna see that they say the American Revolutionary War. A lot of y'all know about that. And supposedly this is when America became
bullshit.
Went from the 13 colonies and became the United States of America. Supposedly. But
straight
I'm gonna go and do the first part of this video. You know, I'm going to go ahead and go back and do before 1776 to prove to y'all about the 13 colonies and the Revolutionary War. Because that in itself is a video on its own. All that was, man, the American Revolutionary War, it never was a point in time they really fought that war.
Talk to them.
I'm going to prove that to y'all, too. But this is where they want y'all to start, and that's where we're going to start. Well, right beside the Revolutionary Wars, you see the Chickamauga Wars and the Second Cherokee Wars and the Pennamite, the Yankee Wars. Okay. Now, what I had come to find out about the Chickamauga Wars is that they was at the top of North Georgia. Now, this is when they was trying to fight around.
Can somebody say Dragon Canoe? Huh? Who is Elijah the prophet?
The top of North Georgia, which basically was like South Carolina, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Georgia are pretty much all connected. A lot of y'all don't know that, but North Carolina do touch Georgia. So basically what they was in was, and South Carolina too, but they all intersect. Okay. So the Chickamauga Wars was fought around that area. This is where they was trying to fight and get down into, Georgia. You know, and the Second Cherokee Wars, they took place right there in South Carolina, right around this same area. The Chickamauga Wars and the Cherokee Wars are basically the same thing. Now, they're
trying to rally the troops, huh? He's trying to unite the tribes. Old Tecumseh was trying to unite the tribes. And some of y'all motherfuckers went to signing treaties. And so he said, where the hell with it? I'm going to let the Most High deal with you. Let's go.
Yankee Wars, those are up there. You pretty much know what the Yankees are. That's where they was at. I'm going to go back in and hopefully, man, I got like this little new phone, man. So I'm going to try to go back in and put up some maps while I'm talking on this so that y'all can see this stuff what I'm talking about and help give you a visual of what's going on, and you can see how they basically just expanded their territory. Like I was telling you in the maps, all they did was just come in and conquer. And I mean, I think y'all pretty much know that by now, but I don't think people connected the dots and really realized that that's the severity of the situation. That's exactly what they did. They came here to conquer. And now we sitting here trying to make peace and make treaties with the people that came here to conquer and kill us.
There you go.
Y'all got to understand how foolish and stupid y'all look doing such a thing.
And can y'all please stop signing shit and stop voting on shit and stop compromising with these motherfuckers, man. When y'all gonna understand that the heathen don't like you and they want to kill you, and your heathen is the government?
Okay, so the American Revolutionary War, blah blah, bullshit. Chickamauga Wars, Yankee Wars. You can see how long these lasted. Okay, now they lasted all the way up to the Chickamauga Wars lasted all the way to 1794. All the way up to 1794. Now, so basically this is what happened. Alright, you see the Chickamauga Wars right here, 1783, the American Revolutionary War, that's supposed to have ended, blah, blah, blah. Bullshit. Alright, Chickamauga Wars or whatever, that's right there in North Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina. Alright. And then you got the Pennamite Yankee War. Okay.
We see
this right here was a war that was fought right up there. It was right like New York, kind of, but not really. It was a little farther west than New York, kind of closer to. It was closer towards Ohio, Cleveland, and stuff like that.
There you go.
Okay.
People.
And then you got the Chickamauga Wars. Then you got the Northwest Indian Wars.
Again, they was trying to push westward, and they couldn't do it because they met fierce resistance from your goddamn ancestors. So again, I say the Most High allowed them to do this by disasters, catastrophes, and plagues. Keep in mind, these motherfuckers came with plagues and shit.
Now, these was the Ohio Wars. Now, this was Ohio. See, basically, they went from New York and started moving west, went towards Ohio. This was the one that was right after the Yankee Wars, because basically all they did was progress. And you got the Chickamauga Wars, so now you see that they are fighting on two different fronts. And all of it is just trying to make progress to the west, you know. At this point in time, they felt like it was
that's all it was.
Clear to them that they must go west and come.
We don't see no damn slavery. You can keep that bullshit. We don't see none of that shit you made us read and regurgitate in them fucking history class, in the concentration camps, from elementary to middle to high. And I think the Most High, halal, I didn't go to no damn university. The Most High wasn't finna let you indoctrinate me like that. Let's go.
Okay, everything. That's what they thought they were supposed to be doing. Okay. So we get all the way down here to 1795. We got the Northwest Indian Wars, which they still fighting. Those were the Ohio Wars. Okay. And then you get down here to 1798, and they got the Quasi Wars. Now, the Quasi Wars was basically at sea, man. All they was doing was just going around. They was fighting with the French about taxes, because the French people still wanted them to pay taxes to the crown, and they didn't want to pay.
It just mean they was fighting amongst their damn self.
Yeah. So they basically started going to war with them at sea. And then you had the right after that, right after Quasi Wars, you basically had them trying to fight against the French people for coming in here trying to tax them and make them pay money, because the French basically set them up and gave them money, so they had to tax them back in order to get what they had got from them. Then you get down to 1801, you got...
Do you understand Psalms 83? That they had to form a confederacy just to fuck with you? You was a bad motherfucker, nigga.
The First Barbary War. France, Belgium, I can't remember the names right now. But this was basically to stop the other people from coming in and taking what they had. They didn't want them to come back in and start impeding onto their land. They were still fighting with the Indians, even though they don't have this on here. The Quasi Wars, First Barbary Wars, stuff like that. White folks that was being led by some.
Bam, there you go. 1812. And that's when this damn comet hit, right? This big ass comet, this dragon hit. And all these earthquakes, and it set everything off. That's what allowed these motherfuckers to do what? Push westward. There you go. That's all it was. Alright, there you go, people. We popping off with my man Jared, man. This my new mud flood guy. I'm rocking with Jared. Somebody asked for Mr. Jared channel. I couldn't remember the last part, but we gonna pop off. I got you.
Howdy, y'all. Welcome back.
There you go right there. Mr. Jared Boosters Presents. Y'all check him out on YouTube. This my new mud flood guy. Let's go, Jared.
To the channel. Today,
all right.
we're going to get back into the Old World series.
Yeah,
now, on my last video about the Old World, we talked about Baltimore, Maryland.
Okay.
And Baltimore, Maryland was the second most populated city in the United States in the 1850s. Today, we're...
Wrong one. Let me see. All right. I'm good. All right, pop back off, Jared.
I'm going to focus on Galveston, Texas.
Let's go.
Now, Galveston was the first capital of the Republic.
I mean, off the rip. You see that? You got the mud flood windows, right? They're going halfway in the ground. Just look at the structure, how massive it is. Them folks didn't have no cranes, no nothing.
Republic of Texas. And besides that, it was also home to the worst natural disaster to ever occur on U.S. soil.
Now they got hit with a fucking earthquake. No, not an earthquake. Hurricane. 1900, 1901 or something like that. And cut off about 8,000. Now you know in scripture term, cut off means dead.
And that was the hurricane of Galveston in the year 1900. Now today I'm going to focus on the oldest photographs and images of Galveston that I could find. What I came to notice is there was not a lot of photographs.
You see, this is what I like about my man Jared. You know what I'm saying? He gets straight to the point somewhat. You feel me? Like he leave less room for conjecture and shit. You know what I'm saying? He just gonna give it to you. Let's look at it and examine it. Let's go, Jared.
Around of Galveston before the hurricane of 1900.
All right.
Galveston, just like many of the greatest old world cities in North America, was inhabited first by the Native Americans. The caring...
Huh? You hear that, people? Copper color races found here. There you go. Look at that. Ooh, let me see that, man. Oh, hell nah. Let's see.
Kawa and the Akokisa tribes first inhabited Galveston during the...
Oh, go back. The who? You said the who now?
The Karankawa and the Akokisa tribes first...
Karankawa. You hear that? You hear that wah? I told you.
Inhabited Galveston during the late Middle Ages and called the island Aua.
Called the island Aua. That wah is all over North and South America. It's undeniable. The most ancient name of the Creator, your mother and father above. That is. The intake is the feminine. The release is the masculine. Wow. Get it?
As far as the European explorer narrative goes, Alonso Alvarez de Pineda first discovered the island on his journey to Florida in the year 1519.
Now he gonna give you the hijack, right? But that's cool. Because, you know what I'm saying, it's good to know, you know what I'm saying, the lies that they have told. Therefore, we can just reverse the shit.
Laying claim to the island for Spain. Soon after, in 1528, Cabeza de Vaca...
Don't get it twisted. These are melanated people.
And his crew became shipwrecked on the island, naming it the Isle of Doom, thus beginning his famous trek from there into...
Look at that. These pirates, John Lafitte and them, they were melanated.
Mexico. Throughout the following centuries, many Spanish explorers would travel the area, as well as French explorers who would become the first to map out the island in 1721. The French named the island Saint Louis, which it was known as for much of the 18th century. According to the current narrative, the first European settlement on the island of Galveston was established by the pirate Louis Michael Airy in 1816 as a point of support for Mexico's rebellion against Spain, following Mexico's successful revolution against the Spanish.
Don't get it twisted. There's just a more on more war. That's all.
Spanish, the port.
Nagas fighting Nagas. That's how they beat us. They put us against each other. Now, some of them Nagas came across seas to cut your head off.
Of Mexico was established and opened in Galveston.
That would be them Spanish Nagas, the Marranos, Sephardic Jews and shit.
In 1825.
What would the Thomas Sotomayor be saying? You know, Sephardic Jews and shit. And yeah, them Sephardic Jews and shit.
By 1836, Galveston was the first capital of the Republic of Texas, and a Canadian-born man, Michael Bramamore Menard, purchased 4,600 acres of land from the Austin colony, which would go on
I mean, that sound like a damn lie, but whatever.
To become Galveston. The Congress of Texas surveyed the land in 1837, and by 1838, they began selling off the plots. By this time, the old French name of St. Louis was abandoned, and Galveston was fully adopted.
Now, all they did was reverse it on you. They got y'all thinking y'all was in teepees and tents and shit. No, that was them. Already.
As the new name of this city. So I find it really interesting in the narrative that they say that this land and this city was known about for hundreds of years before anyone really...
You see that? Hundreds of years now.
Established any sort of colony there. So I'm just wondering how long that the so-called original inhabitants of this land remained there while the European...
I just showed you. We was fighting them motherfuckers up until the 1800s. I just showed you that. That was my whole point in coming in or popping off. I had to pop off with Nick, right? I had to show you that shit we learned in school, but you might well toss all that, toss the whole goddamn system out.
Also tried to settle this land. It doesn't really discuss if there was any sort of battles that ensued, but they do go on to say that
we just seen them. They was popping off. They was trying to push what? Westward. You see these motherfuckers right here? They just kept multiplying like parasites and shit. And there was some whole bunch of sick motherfuckers that were coughing on each other. That's how they defeat you. They was running up on us. We was throwing mints at them, nigga. Like, give me 6 feet, nigga. Coronavirus, nigga, give me 6 feet. They coughing it. Gold. You got any gold? That's all it was.
After Galveston was established and through the mid-1800s, it played an important role in the Civil War. They say there was a battle called the Battle of Galveston that was held in Galveston Bay, and this occurred in 1863. Now, Abraham Lincoln announced the Emancipation Proclamation in 1862, and it basically declared that all men would be free by 18...
All right, man, y'all gonna have to dodge y'all own hijack. Like I said, Jerry, he gonna give you the hijack, right? Because, I mean, it's better to know, so we can go back and reverse the shit. All this shit is nothing but nonsense.
63 by the end of that year. This is important because basically Texas was not adhering to this ruling. So in 18...
Newsflash, nobody was. Nobody. See, let me tell you what they doing, right? Let's put some music on. Let me talk to you for a minute. Nigga, this the real coffee and kush right here. All they did, they wanted to brainwash you into thinking that you were so fucking submissive that you would stay on plantations and do what the white man said. They just want to implant in your brain, so-called Negro, that you're weak, you're submissive, you're worth you're not worth nothing. You know, they told you was 3/5 of a human being, and we come to find out we're the original people. You see what they doing? Scratch their whole goddamn history. Nobody was with that shit. The Most High had to allow catastrophes and natural disasters, and these niggas was disease ridden. It was by other means they were able to kick your ass, so-called Negro. You see? Let's go.
1865, the Union troops held a blockade of the Galveston Bay, basically trapping the remaining Confederate troops.
No doubt.
So for the next part of this video, I'm just going to go over all these different things.
Look at it. Just look at it. Look at it. Man, they didn't have no equipment to do nothing like this, man. Look at it. And these just regular buildings. These look like just like the buildings in the fairs, right? The exposition. But the ones in the exposition are chicken wire and plaster and paper mache. But these just look just like the fucking buildings at the World Fair. Am I wrong? These are not paper mache. I mean, fucking wow. At some point, man, y'all gotta give it up.
That they say Galveston was the first in Texas to have. And you're going to be really shocked, I believe, when you hear all these different things that these areas in Texas did not have before Galveston. Almost like Galveston was of the utmost importance, or Galveston may have had pre-existing conditions, we'll call them, that allowed for this sort of construction to take place. So if you don't want to hear this list, or you're not interested in what the narrative has to say Galveston basically had within its city, you can mute the video now and just check out these old world photographs. But I'm going to get right into it. So not exactly a first, but one of the largest causeways in America at this time was constructed connecting the island of Galveston to the mainland of Texas. And they say in this narrative this was built in 1860. Now this causeway was over 2 miles long, and it paved the way for railroad travel into the city. Galveston had Texas's first post office, constructed in 1836. Galveston had Texas's first Navy base, also built in 1836. Galveston had the first chapter of the Texas Masonic Order, established in 1840. And the first cotton compress of Texas was built and used in Galveston in 1842. The first parochial school of Texas was established in Galveston in 1847, and this was the magnificent Ursuline Academy, which looks like a castle out of England or somewhere else in Europe. It is fascinating. Texas's first insurance company was created in Galveston in 1854, and the very first gas lights used in all of Texas were used in Galveston in 1856.
You see that? What I miss? I went to the bathroom. See that? Look at that. Look at that shit, man. Somebody living nice in Galveston, man. God damn, that's all I got to say. Somebody living nice, man.
The first Roman Catholic hospital of Texas, St. Mary's, was built in Galveston in 1866, and the first Jewish congregation of Texas was formed in Galveston in 1868.
Them look like some Nagas. They look like a little Naga droplet right there. Huh? Look at this shit, man. This is nice, man. Them some big ass windows, though. I can tell you that much. Look at the damn window treatment in this motherfucker. Wow.
Texas's first opera house, orphanage, and medical college were established in Galveston in 1870, 1876, and 1891, respectively. And the first telephone is said to have been used in Texas in Galveston.
No, Galveston was popping like that? What is history at, huh? Where's this history?
In 1878. the first electric.
See that? Mud flood. And all they did was build these steps to go up. Right? This shit is underground.
Lights were used throughout Galveston beginning in 1883, and this narrative goes on to say that the first is said to have been used in Texas. First school for nurses in all of Texas was built in Galveston in 1890.
Wow.
The first Texas public library was founded in Galveston.
So what we're saying is, look at this structure, this building. Then look at the mud in the streets. Then look at the horse and buggy people. They can build this, but can't lay concrete, huh? And build highways and streets and shit. That's what we're saying.
Galveston in 1871. The first telegraph used in all of Texas occurred in Galveston in
Just beautiful. Just beautiful. Wow.
1854, and the first golf or country club of Texas was built in Galveston in 1898. The first electric streetcars used in all of Texas happened in Galveston around the year 1893, and the first bakery in all of Texas rose out of Galveston in 1837. The first African-American hospital of Texas was built in Galveston in 1904, and I mentioned this.
Wow, you telling me we was rocking like this? It was some Nagas rocking like this in Galveston? Huh?
Because this hospital was constructed shortly after the Great Hurricane of 1900.
Hijack City. Whoa, go back.
And I mention this because this hospital was constructed shortly after the Great Hurricane.
Put the camera on their head. Put the music on. Oh, so y'all were quarantining motherfucker back then? Wow. Very nice. Horse and buggy people. That's all you gonna get. Horse and buggy people. That's all you gonna get.
But before we get into that, let's just take a couple more looks at some of these old world photographs of pre-Hurricane 1900 Galveston, Texas.
Wow, son. Oh, I see what's going on. Wow. Just motherfucking wow. Wow. That's all I can say. Y'all can't hide this shit no more. Wow. All right, enough for the hijack. Hey, now, hey, that boy nasty on that sex. Okay. All right, y'all. We popping off with the hijack. History of Galveston, Texas. And I promise you, we ain't gonna be here that long.
The history of Galveston, Texas begins with the archaeological record of Native Americans who used the island. The first Europe.
That's all I want to know. Yeah, man. And so it seems to be a point of time where the Most High pretty much got tired of y'all motherfuckers. They pop off. They sent a big ass hurricane and cut off about 8,000 of y'all because y'all on sacred ground. And this is evident. Look at the horse and buggy people. Look at them. They don't know what hit them. Alright, we're gonna get some more of the hijack, man. Because really, it's not that much on Galveston out there. And so we just kind of gotta sift through the hijack, if you will. Because clearly, they're covering up some major shit in Galveston. So we're gonna dig on it. Let's go.
Because of its unique location, the city has been subject to many storms throughout history that sweep through the western part of the Gulf.
Okay.
Its location made it the most prosperous city in Texas for a time and a bustling port for international trade.
Okay. Wow.
Galveston even briefly served as the capital of the Republic of Texas for its interim government in 1836.
Okay.
Galveston, or what its residents simply call the island, set the standard for technological development in Texas during its golden era.
Wow.
It was home to, among other things, the first naval base in the state, the first post office, the first...
You know they didn't build this shit right here, right? Y'all do know that, right?
Parochial school, Ursuline Academy, the first chapter of a Masonic order, the first gas lights, the first telephone, electric...
Of course. The first chapter of the Masonic, you know, that hijack is never late. You feel me? It's just like that what's that nigga name? That clown ass Hassan Campbell. Are you a Mason? That nigga. That nigga add Kwame Brown. Are you a Mason? You a Mason? What's something wrong with that nigga? That let go.
Lights. The first Roman Catholic hospital, St. Mary's Hospital. The first...
Oh, okay. Roman Catholic. You know, we're just talking Romani. And it's speaking of you, Hebrew.
Orphanage and the first medical college and nursing school in Texas.
Yeah. Stop
but these promising developments suffered a serious blow on September 8th, 1900.
Right.
When the hurricane, also called the Great Storm,
or the finger of the Most High,
struck. Isaac Klein was chief meteorologist for Galveston with the U.S. Weather Bureau, which would have...
Stop. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna hit the music on his ass. No. Chief, what? So y'all had meteorologists back then? Man, shut your ass up. Alright, we're rocking with my man Howdy Mikowski now. Howdy is talking about the fires of the 1800s, and indeed Galveston was one of those many cities in the 18 and 1900s that were firebombed by dragons. So we're gonna get it from Howdy, right? Let's go. Let's get it, Howdy.
So Baltimore. Here's a part of a photo of San Francisco. This is Galveston, Texas.
Galveston.
Right. So this is Galveston in 1885, and again, it's amazing to see that literally the brick and the stone have been melted almost to the point of complete pulverization, and the trees in the background are fine. Trees in the background are fine. We're looking.
All right, so let's dig on it, man. We're at Galveston. We're on stolenhistory.org. And we're digging on pictures of the great fires of 1885. Now, we all know by now what caused it. If you don't know, all you got to do is just go down my channel and have at it. See that? And so really, man, what we're trying to get at is that who was occupying Galveston, Texas before the hijack? You see him? Right here, put the camera on his ass. Straight hijack. Looking like a lumberjack. Oh, wow, that's how y'all do it? It look like a lithograph. Close up on him. That nigga damn near look like a Naga though. Ain't no telling. He probably hijacked. You see that? These are the firemen. This is a joke. Now look at this building. But this is a joke. This is a front, man. They was just beginning back then. They didn't know what the fuck they was doing. Because they was horse and buggy people. This is after the dragons rode up on their ass. Look at them. Look at that. They made a song about it. Look at that shit. Wow. Get y'all ass up out of here. Old world buildings. And so you can no longer hide this shit from us. That's for damn sure. Everything is coming to fruition. Fruition, if I say it there right. Yeah, that's a joke. Look at that there, man. That's mud flooded. That's what he's showing you right there. That's mud flooded. This ain't they buildings. This shit probably go about right here, man. Look at it. Because if these is like these on top, that shit probably go down right here. Then what's under that? God damn. God damn. I mean, you talk about a picture speaks more than 1,000 words. God damn. Old world structure, castles and shit. Medieval times. You talking medieval times, you talking Old Testament. As simple as that. Look at that. They didn't build none of this shit. They didn't build that. They didn't build this. I mean, just look at the size of this window. Nah, this ain't they shit. Fuck out of here with that. The fuck? The fuck? Oh, they burning the dead. Okay. Yeah, have at it then. Wow. Same shit. Trying to see if I can see something different. Oh no, smooth jazz. What else y'all got for me? Come on now. Give me something good. Give me something good. Yeah, now. Oh, no. Swing, daddy. It sound like some shit your auntie and uncle used to say back in the swing, daddy. Hey, man, that's all we got, huh? I told you it's really not much on it. But indeed, we know that Galveston, Texas, y'all, has been hijacked. I repeat, Galveston, Texas has been straight hijacked. Yep, Galveston, Texas. Now what could do damage like this, y'all? And I know, you know, Drop Nation, y'all know. And if you've been rocking with me, you know what I'm saying, I'm pretty sure you know. But for the newcomers, look at this shit, boy. You got some houses back in the background. Look at this shit, boy. Look at this shit going on right here. Nice shit. Wow. What could have done this? I think we got a clue, y'all.